Thank you very much. I'll try and get through this as quickly as possible because I do think that the topic deserves some time for questions and answers. As mentioned, I am an advisor to treehugger.com. For those of you that don't know, it's probably the world's largest green blog, bought by Discovery Channel about a year and a half ago. And green is something that really is personal to me. Over the past several years, I've really noticed a need to be able to incorporate these certain principles about how I live into my life, into my children's lives, and really into what I do. Later today, you'll hear me talk a little bit more about the practice that I developed, OgilvyEntertainment. But recently what we've done is we have, within the agency, formed a virtual group, Ogilvy Earth, run by a gentleman by the name of Seth Farbman. And Ogilvy Earth's mission is really to cut across all the different divisions, be it PR, be it advertising, be it our activation division, Ogilvy Action, and bring together those resources on behalf of our clients as well as on behalf of the industry to elevate the dialogue and the discussion that's happening right now around this sustainability movement, around this green movement. What I'm going to share with you very quickly is a program that we launched this past year in partnership with the United Nations around the Copenhagen Climate Change Conference, which was COP15. COP16 is currently in planning stage for Cancun, Mexico in November, December of this year. And really what you'll see here is a movement. What we tried to do is develop a platform that allows the United Nations as a governing body, the members of that body, the 192 plus countries, I believe, that are a part of that organization to come together under a common umbrella, bringing in corporate partners, bringing in consumers to have a voice in what this whole movement is about. And that's really what Copenhagen was about. So, Gandhi in 1945 said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And obviously, our current president, also around this idea of change, stated, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We're the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek." And I think that's very important because whether it's us as individuals, whether it's us as organizations, as companies, as countries, we are all one. And in order for us to have the change that we all desire in life, and that I believe we all deserve as a world with the technology and the media and the resources we have available to us, it's incumbent on all of us to come together to really seek and effect this change. As I said, this campaign was not a United Nations campaign. It wasn't our campaign for the UN. It was the people's campaign. It was about empowerment and giving people the tools that would allow them to create their own campaign. Our ambition was create people power. How do we be clear about the goal, set people off on a mission, give them the platform and let them build, inspire them to be content generators, give something back to the people, connect people with their leaders, influence decisions, and then seal the deal. As a lot of you are very well aware, be it the Kyoto Protocol or other climate initiatives that have gone on, we tend to have politicians that come together. There's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of closed-door dialogue and horse trading that takes place. But very rarely do we see any results that come out of these tremendous talks that take place on a global basis. We believe that the time is now. With the advent of Twitter and Facebook and social networking, which we all believe is one of the most powerful tools out there today, to really force politicians and force governments to make that change, to adopt that change. So what was the movement? Connect every person, every city, every nation to Copenhagen and give everyone hope. So what we wanted to do is turn Copenhagen into Hopenhagen. When people lead, the leaders will follow. We've seen it time and time again. You're seeing that happen right now in Asia in terms of the situation that's taking place there. So the overall campaign was Copenhagen. Here's an example of some of the print that was done, some other print that went out, and I'll talk a little bit about the partnerships that we had with brands as well as media partners in a second. And here's a sample of viral video. So those videos were placed on YouTube. They were placed on television through media partners that we had. And really what they were used to do is stimulate the awareness of what was taking place. They were accompanied with several print ads and out of home. We'll just run through some of these. This was a wallscape that was done in Shanghai. And again, a large part of what we were looking to do is pool resources together to really enable the media to get out there to create awareness. We had the NASDAQ board. We had some of the Reuters space that was donated as well, which was used for the videos as well as for the overall messaging, all of which drove to a centralized website, allowing people to voice and make a commitment in terms of what they were going to look to do. We had over 6 million individuals that signed up to the Copenhagen site and pledged and stated what it was that they wanted to do as part of the overall climate change movement. This just gives you some further examples of the web work that was done, the YouTube site.
My name is Royce.
My name is Camille.
My name is Richard.
My name is
Je m'appelle Pascal.
My name is Yukiko.
I'm from
Brooklyn, New
Iran.
York.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm from
I am
Norway.
from Egypt.
I'm from China.
St. Petersburg, Russia.
I'm from Punjab, India.
I'm a citizen.
I'm a citizen of Copenhagen.
I'm a citizen of Copenhagen.
I am a citizen of Copenhagen.
Let's turn Copenhagen into Copenhagen.
The ocean gives me hope.
Animals give
Global
me hope.
freedom.
Renewable resources give me hope.
Water conservation gives me hope.
Recycling gives me hope.
Copenhagen gives me hope.
So once we had the global citizens and that movement started to begin, what we did is we sent crews out and actually taped each of the individuals with their commitments. And as you saw, we had SAP, Coca-Cola, and Siemens all come on board to really take that consumer movement out there and push it out in a much broader manner. Facebook, again, utilizing all the tools that are available, both in terms of a community. We had a passport that each individual was able to acquire once they did sign up as a citizen of Copenhagen. And there were different sites that were our partners as part of the overall movement. When they visited that site, they were actually stamped based on their activity that they had, thus building up their passport stamps within the community itself. Twitter community, we had, I guess you could say, sort of stunts that were done where individuals were showing up at certain events, stating that they were citizens of Copenhagen to sign up. We had one of the European soccer teams actually don Copenhagen jerseys during one game. And as well, we partnered with Huffington Post. We had a citizen journalist that was voted on by the HuffPost community then attend the Copenhagen talks and be the correspondent specifically for the Copenhagen citizens.
Hi, I'm Bradley Whitford. I am a citizen of Copenhagen, and what gives me hope is that in dealing with this very difficult problem is the opportunity for the world to work together in a way it never has before, to obliterate the myth of separateness, and to acknowledge the fact that we are all together in one world.
Bradley Whitford is a fairly well-known actor. Some of you may remember him from West Wing. He signed on to the movement. There were several other actors as well that signed on, and we had, again, videos that were produced, very simply, very cheaply, with each of these individuals stating what it was that they were committed to do as part of this overall movement. We then moved into the next phase, which was the corporate supported phase. There were a whole host of outdoor ads, some television, and a lot of digital work that was funded by, with media purchased by, Coca-Cola. You see some of the spots here, an SAP ad, a Siemens ad, and really what we were looking to do is align the positioning, if you will, Siemens around answers with the Copenhagen movement to ensure that we were truly supporting what it was that their position was in the sustainability area while we were out there developing this overall movement. In Copenhagen itself, in the center square, we created I guess you could almost say the Copenhagen capital. There were several concerts that were held there. There were information centers. There was this visual globe that was active 24/7 throughout the talks. and different statistics were being fed through the globe visually, as well as information that was being fed off the web of different messages that were coming in from Copenhagen citizens around the world. So overall results, 6.2 million citizens from 200 countries, 55,000 Facebook fans, 350 plus media partners with a projected media value of over 350 million. We had over 1 billion media impressions that were donated as part of the overall program, with 50 countries being reached via the media. And with that, I will turn it over to little questions. Thank you.